1908, Alexander Maximov, a Russian scientist, identifies a particular type of cell in bone marrow that gives rise to all 12 types of blood cells. This is widely believed to be the first description of stem cells. Later, in 1961, Canadian scientists Ernest McCulloch and James Till discovered that these bone marrow cells are self-renewing. In 1953, George Gay and colleagues at Johns Hopkins are the first to grow successfully liquid suspension cell cultures, a major advance in keeping cells alive in the lab. Gay also immortalized the HeLa cell line, still used in research around the world today, from cervical cancer cells from Henrietta Lacks, a patient at Johns Hopkins. In the mid-1950s, to treat leukemia, Donald Thomas performed the first human bone marrow transplant at the Mary Imogene Bassett Hospital in Cooperstown, New York, an affiliate of Columbia University. In 1968, George Santos, at what is now Johns Hopkins Bayview Medical Center, performed his first successful bone marrow transplant and founded the marrow transplant program at the Johns Hopkins Oncology Center, which he directed until he retired in 1994. In 1981, Martin Evans and colleagues at University College London demonstrate that cells from early mouse embryos can grow to become a variety of cell types. At around the same time, Gail Martin of the University of California at San Francisco, studying mouse tumor cells that can differentiate into many different cell types, coins the term embryonic stem cells. In 1984, Kurt Siven, then at Johns Hopkins, develops a method for isolating blood stem cells from other blood cells, a critical step for studying the cells and using them in treatment in transplantation. In 1995, James Thompson and team at the University of Wisconsin derived the first embryonic stem cell lines from non-human primates. In 1998, his group derives the first human embryonic stem cell lines. Also in 1998, working at Johns Hopkins, John Gerhardt and Michael Shamblot derived pluripotent stem cells from cultured human germ cells, cells that normally become sperm or eggs. In 2001, George W. Bush limits the use of federal funds for human embryonic stem cell research to previously existing cell lines. In 2007, Mario Capecchi, Martin Evans, and Oliver Smithies win the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine for their discoveries of principles for introducing specific gene modifications in mice by the use of embryonic stem cells. Their discoveries led to the creation of an immensely powerful technology referred to as gene targeting in mice. It is now being applied to virtually all areas of biomedicine, from basic research to the development of new therapies. In 2007, Shinya Yamanaka of Kyoto University successfully generates induced pluripotent stem cells, known as iPS cells, which are adult cells that are reverted to a stem cell-like state by the addition of 4 biologic factors. In 2009, Lin Zhao Chang and colleagues at Johns Hopkins School of Medicine genetically alter human iPS and ES cells to study the rare blood disease paroxysmal nocturnal hemoglobinuria. This milestone paves the way to generating cells with mutations to better study disease, as well as correcting disease-causing mutations in cells for use in potential therapies. In 2009, President Barack Obama signs the executive order removing barriers to responsible scientific research involving human stem cells, which opens up the use of federal funds to more human embryonic stem cell lines, but not the creation of new cell lines. This field is evolving and maturing. Each new discovery brings us closer to understanding disease, allowing the development of new and novel treatments.